Hello and welcome back to Hearthside. This is episode 23 and today we are going to make all of that mess behind me look better and also work a little bit better. The chickens are kind of a problem, aren't they? And they are in an awful little area back there. I'm not a fan, not happy with it, but it did kind of work. Not really fully work. Gonna be honest. We're also going to upgrade this beast to a level 9 boiler, and I think I'll have to upgrade this coil up here to a higher tier, because it does have higher tiers. And look, we are getting one of them through. Let's see how many eggs we have not been able to harvest. Actually, none that I can see, and I'm not even sure it got that blaze cake. It didn't. It did not. Sadness. That is fine. It will go through. Is it depositing any blaze cakes that it did get? No, but it'll stay here for a minute. And it'll stay at that one for a minute as well. So, I really love the sound of a steam engine moving. Don't you guys? I'm into it. So first to the chicken coop. How do I want this to be? I do want you to be able to see it and kind of access it in a way. But this is all very crowded in still. Maybe I want to move the chicken coop to a second story and have the eggs being funneled down into the first. I think that's a good idea. And I think the second story will start, like the floor will be on the bottom of the big ol' lava tank. Maybe a little lower, maybe at the bottom of the mechanical crafters. Actually, I just had another crazy idea. The chutes are all going to drop just straight downwards with the eggs, and that's not going to be great. Because that's not exactly what I'm aiming for. What I am aiming for is for them to all drop above the belt. So I wonder if hoppers can connect the two. We may not have any over here. Let's see. We're going to put one in here and see if it drops it. It did, I think. Let's actually check with something that wouldn't already be in the system. Yes. That does work. We're going to go with a nice mossy carpet. And this should make it to where we don't need the encased fan, so we can take out this water wheel. I think the only problem would be is that we would lose power. Maybe to some belts? We'd lose power to that belt. I might be able to not have that. We'll figure it out. Right, so how do I want this chicken enclosure to look? Okay, so here's a place for a run. Awnings. Ooh, I might play with those later. And this needs to be a brass funnel that only accepts blaze cakes. Yes, I'm getting sugar in there because I'm working in here right now. So we're just gonna make it to where that's the thing. This keeps overstressing, and I'm starting to think I really should put some rotational speed controllers on it. It's going at good speed. We're sitting at a level 5 boiler right now. I wonder if I should take off some of these engines. Did that help? No. See, when I took off the encased fans, I thought things would be easier on the system. We're still gonna need a water wheel for now until we improve our steam engine, and I think I might get over there and start doing that. Because it is very frustrating to watch it drop real low and not get anywhere. So what do I need to improve this? I think I'm gonna need more blazes. I've got 3 more, so I'll need another 3. Actually, I'll need another 2. And I'm gonna need more fluid tanks. Right, so we need heat now. What are we missing? It needs to be even bigger. Are you kidding me? We've got a level 11 boiler. I think we can... Okay. So it needs to be even larger. I need to look at some things for a minute. So I'm coming to the conclusion that this needs to be much taller. Yes, actually much taller. And we're going to need to get a lot more fluid in here. So I'll need to add some pumps and some pipes. So now this is how tall our steam boiler is. And yes, we're going to clean up around the mechanical arm and make it all nice. And we got it! There it is! Full steam. That is a level 18 boiler. Look at it. Maxed out. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. It's lovely. Now, we're gonna put off more arms from this thing and make things work a little bit nicer. For sure. And I definitely am gonna need a better capacitor over there. A new coil. But again, these chickens are providing eggs, yes, but not at the level that we need them to. These guys have not left. They are just still here, hanging out, yelling. Ugh. I just want them to leave. Let's see what these coils are all about. I actually would probably like to take a look. Oh, these optical receptors. This can only do 8 times RPM. You'll need a greater receptor to transform really fast beams. Excellent. So I'm right. That needs to be upgraded. So we're going to upgrade it. Because again, I do want to take out the water wheel that's powering all of the belts. I want this thing to be able to power many a thing. A lot of things. Let's make that capacitor. Or actually receptor. Golden coil. We're going to need to do this a whole lot. Oh boy. Lava. Right, so we got the golden receptor, the heavy optical receptor. And now I'm going to head back to New City. Now we're just going to hope this doesn't break the farms when I get rid of this. Oh goodness. There we go. There we go. Now is this going to work for me? Yes. Finally. Got that problem solved. You know, I may need to make these garden plots a little smaller. We have so much cinder flour and so much sugar that I think it's despawning, even though I have a lot of chickens up there. So now all of this really is completely run off that beam of light. From all the way over there. We're sitting a little bit below on heat. There we go. We're starting to get more eggs. So now our production is starting to actually line up. Right. Before I start going on the making look nice, I think I'm going to add some rotational speed controllers and make this whole thing look a little bit better and easier. Right. So you can also put goggles on a conductor. There he is. Look how cute he is. And now I can right-click on him to bind this remote lens. And this should actually do what I was hoping for. Yes! There we go. Look, I can see myself. And that wandering trader that's been bothering me for 30 minutes. But anyway, yes, this is something that you can do. You can somehow get out of it. There we are. That was like dismounting something, by the way. It kind of felt like getting off of something. So this remote lens I'm going to try when my train goes into the nether. And it does not work when you're not in the same dimension. And I just cleared it. Good to know. That's how you do it. There's that being bound. And it looks like for at least a little bit, I will have to... I'm hoping this stays max. And then it's able to feed that lava and get enough blaze cakes that it stays that way. This is moving so fast, I could actually slow this down quite a bit. But for now, we're going to need some rotational speed controllers, and if I remember right... Oh my goodness, are they gone? They are! Oh, that's so nice. Wonderful. Those receptors are really nice. And if I remember right, this takes rotational power, so I wonder if I could get this receptor, and then this might be the most simple, even though it looks complicated, way of doing it. So I am going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 rotational speed controllers right off. Dang it, dropped to a level 10. You know, maybe I'm having it wait here for too long. So we're gonna have it scheduled to wait 3 minutes and head on. Yes, I'm gonna need a few precision mechanisms and some brass casing. Wow, if you're very far away, it's gonna be weird to use the remote lens. Just letting you know. I haven't discussed this yet. It is basically like gearing down or gearing up in one singular block. They relay rotation from their axis to a large cogwheel above them. Using the value panel on its side, the conveyed speed can be configured, and we are going to actually make our farms go very, very, very slowly because they are producing so much, and we'll also make the inside bits go a little bit faster. So I'll be wanting this belt, this long belt, to be moving faster. But over here, these are a little not how we're wanting them. So we'll stop them dead for now. And luckily they won't lay down. Okay, let's reconfigure everything from the top. There we are. Now that is very much slowed down. Now, let's get all of this stuff powered. All right, next is the mechanical arm. Yes, and I do want this process to move faster, but I want the growing to happen slower. So, oh, lava train's pulling up, and you can see that it's depositing lava and taking in the blaze cakes. Love it. Also, I did clean up the factory a little bit, but as you can see, I don't have that beam of light coming over anymore. After a little troubleshooting around like that, I should be able to get this beautified and working. Now, confession time. I really did not want to have to power anything from underground, but heading down here, you can see the beginnings of my spaghetti. Cog spaghetti is everywhere. I'm not a huge fan of this concept. However, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do and place things in places that they won't be so interruptive. So now, all of this powers everything. I absolutely needed that cogwheel. That is so frustrating. And it's to power all of these belts and the mixers and such. Now for some nighttime beautification. I am excited, especially for that. I really want to provide more of a cozy space for the chickens. So we'll have to work together and see what we can do. This almost stays at max all the time. I have not so far seen it need these water wheels to start pumping water through the system again. I might take them out, but for now, we're just going to let these blaze cakes build up, let some chickens grow up, because I did have to breed a bunch more in there, and hopefully get a whole lot of blaze cakes built up and working. But for now, let's talk about beautification. So, one thing that I'm not really a fan of is the way the lava train looks. So we're going to keep those water wheels in, and we're going to move this lava train. And we relocated it, and now I need my tracks again. Now let's move our lava train. Disassemble that train. We're going to put a barrel there, and 2 of them like that. I like that. Maybe not 2. We're just going to do 1. We're going to let this go until all of the blazes run out of fuel. And I'm going to see what happens when we get to passive level. I'm thinking we may still have to use water wheels or something to fix up with the pumps here. The water, when it drops out, is the hardest thing. I want another seat on this, I think, because I will want to hang out and go on this train every once in a while. So, for now, we'll place this seat. Yes, thin and simple lava train. I like it. And I even have a place where I can hang out while we're running around. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And that right there is the reason why simple trains are very nice. All I have to do is glue on a few simple pieces. Alright, little guy, you're going back in. There you are. And we will shift you... Oh, wait. First, we gotta assemble the train. And now you're over here. And now you can have your schedule back. Goodbye. Oh my goodness. In the time that we took to do that, we made a whole bunch of lava cakes. Blaze cakes. My goodness. Oh, the eggs are flowing in now. Wonderful. I may want to change this up. But every time I've changed this up, there has been problems. Immense problems. Like underneath the two chutes, maybe I just put some chests with some funnels. Ooh, a double chest with some funnels. Ooh. We are getting somewhere. Maybe some brass funnels. Ah, there we are. We're gonna set these to extract after they get 16 in them. That's the max size of an egg count. There we go. Now we are talking. Look at that. That's not how that works. Oh, up to 16. We're gonna do exactly 16. There we go. Now it'll hold it. Goodness, I got entranced by the machines. Oh, there we go. Right, so first things first on beautification, I think I'm going to... I'm not going to encase everything. I was thinking about doing so. I'm thinking about getting some brass flooring. Some brass casing to make the floor. Zinc and copper. I can do that in a heated blaze burner. Oh, goodness. Right, so now, brass casing. I don't have quite enough, but I have enough for me to deal with, so we're just gonna go with that. I believe this is the central point. So we're gonna go there, and I want the first floor to hit just under the mechanical mixer. Well, the second floor, actually. Well, we got like 40 blaze cakes in like 3 minutes. That's pretty great. Actually, we got more than that. So I don't think, with the amount of eggs that we finally have, I had to breed a lot of chickens. There's just a lot of them in there. You hear that static? You hear that static? That's little chicken feet. I hate working at night. You guys just gotta be everywhere. Does that skeleton have night vision goggles on? I did not know that was a possibility. Give me those. He straight up did. Huh. I mean, I'm already wearing some, but like, those are pretty rare. See in the dark slightly? I think it's got pretty good night vision going on. Nice. Yeah, I think we're starting to keep up very nicely. Yay. Right, so I need a lot more logs, but I'm tired of getting attacked by zombies, so we'll get back on this tomorrow morning. So the next thing we want to do with this building is reroute all of that belt system and that pump system that's coming out. Let's see how our blaze cakes are doing. Ooh, at that! We've almost got 2 stacks in there. Well done. Yay, good job, factory. I might put a sign on it. Or a billboard? I don't know yet. However, I do know that I'm not a big fan of this giant long belt system. And I have maybe a funny idea. We'll get rid of that wand. I also want to light up in here. There's a little bit of light from that lava source there and from the natural light that's coming in through the windows, but that's not really enough. I also think I'm going to make this come out top and have a fluid system on our train, which is not here, that deposits inside, you know what I mean? Because our portable fluid interface is sitting low on our train, but we might actually have it coming out the top. So, let's play with some concepts. We've got a bunch of blaze cakes here, and I have an idea. So first things first, let's let the train drain all of our cakes. Oh, that is so satisfying every single time. It's going to be less satisfying with the way I'm going to do things, but that's fine. Let's get a chest and a funnel and a weighted ejector. And there's a way we need to get it into here. So I'm thinking that we use a chute like this, with a chest like this, and then an andesite funnel. And then we'll put something around this to make it look nicer. Then we'll grab a shaft, and we're gonna put it right after this spout. Break this belt, and put this here. Oh, wrong way. And we've also gotta do some other stuff with that. There's that, and we're just gonna have to collect these as they come out and deal with them, or throw them in the chest outside. Oh goodness. There we go. Hopefully that moves the way we want it to. We're gonna see. Now we're gonna take this weighted ejector. We're going to shift right click on it, target selected, and we're gonna go back in here. And then we're going to get some encased chain drives. And what we're gonna see is where that hits. Maybe. And we're gonna turn off my magnet because I'm having problems with it. It's stealing stuff. Oh wait, it's already disabled. It might not be stealing stuff out of midair. Where are those blaze cakes going? And are they being deposited into the train? Genuinely can't tell. Give me a second, I'll work this out. I probably need to be in here. Where are you going? Okay, I saw it. They're getting caught here. So, in all likelihood, we need to take these portions out and see exactly where it's coming out. Even higher, huh? Maybe a double ejector system is what I need. This time it kind of made it. I see. It's not getting high enough, and it might be just not having enough force to do that. Let's try another weighted ejector. Maybe I should just put that chute on there and have it aim for that. Right, there we go. 4 blaze cakes are in there. That worked. Now, how high did they go? Did they go all the way up there? Because that's kind of funny if that's true. Oh, that's not working. It's because we have to have something that pushes this into the train. This is just holding it. Well, now this is just holding it. So what can I use? Belts seem like the obvious choice at this point. But aren't there other ways? Well, that's firing directly into that chute now. Or that funnel. Okay. Now that's not working. They're getting caught up top. So I'm guessing right here is the problem. Perfect. And it looks like this is working now. We'll see. There we go. That's working. I may have to alter that a little bit, depending. Now let's take a look at what we can all work with here. Yes, items can now be inserted or extracted. And yes, redstone power will stop it. Well, yes, if I insert this into there, that's not transferring to the train, though. And the train can't pull it itself. So, what we are going to, in fact, have to do, I believe, is have some belts and a funnel. Don't really like that, though. Kinda sad about it. Or at least that's the only way I can think of. If anybody else has any ideas, I am up to hear them. Now let's reconfigure our weighted ejector. Now, can it still fire through that point? Probably not. Probably need my alterations up here to be different. Oh, nope, it made it. It made it. So maybe here's where I can put my chest and funnel. Wait, then it won't go directly into the thing. Never mind. we're just gonna have those lining out on the weighted ejector and ready to go back here while the train's here. Let's see how that works, because I like the idea of having maybe a baby gate up here so that nobody, you know, steps in that hole. And that only takes out like 2 blocks, 3 blocks, but still we can make that look a little bit nicer and have maybe a tiny little shed out front with an open top. Then you just see blaze cakes flying out of this factory. That's funny. I like it. Get yoinked, blaze cakes. Why are my crushing wheels always having problems? This is a thing that I'm constantly having to go and fix, but I don't know why. Like, now they're rotating backwards. Maybe it's because I keep altering the system, and that's actually a problem. Now are these going the right way? I hope so. They have the little sparks. There we go. Now it's crushing again. We have 15 eggs in this thing. We need this thing to hurry up and crush things. Great, the cinder flower flew out the top, I think. But these gearboxes say they're going the right way. Not understanding here. But these show that they're going opposite ways. Outwards. So maybe I reconfigure these again? Are they going the right way now? That's what they're saying. Right, so looks like everything's working as it should. Oh goodness, everything's not working as it should. Is it this one? Is it this one? This one? I'll figure it out. Right, all of those are there. I really want to know where that's going. Okay, let's put this brick here. There we go, that's pulling through. And that's landing. So right there, will that be fine? The cinder flower is still giving me problems. It's probably because now this is my choke point. It's growing slowly, but that's fine because I have a ton of netherrack. And this thing hasn't been designated to do a whole lot. So, we're gonna do something funky here. I might just toss netherrack. That doesn't work. Oh, I've got a bunch of nether essences. I don't know when I got them, but I got them. There we go. There we go. No longer a choke point. Wonderful. So this system is working for the moment. Now all we've got to do is get more eggs. I wonder if I have any. I have some. So this one can't be right here. But can these? Flying out the hole. That's so funny. Wonderful. So we've got that part reconfigured. And it took a little bit of figuring stuff out. So now we've got to get this pump figured out. Which means I'm going to need to take the train offline once again for just a second. Give me your schedule. Thank you. I don't think that you ever use this one. But in the case that you do, I'm going to leave all of those fluid interfaces, and I'm going to grab another one. Water? Why are we getting water in there? Probably because my backpack still has a fluid tank on it. Let's get rid of these upgrades. And we're going to put these back down in here. And then a portable storage or portable fluid interface right there. And my stuff right back on top of it. It will be able to pull that through. So you? What? Oh. Yeah, I'm not very smart sometimes. Okay, this one. Reassemble the train and move it back. And you may resume your schedule. You do you, buddy. That means this interface can change. And I'm going to drop this below the floor. There we go. There, out here is much more cleaned up, and now we've just got to figure out exactly how we want our fluid pipe, because we absolutely need lava shipped into here. I mean, well, not immediately, but soon. Here we are. Oh goodness, I don't know where the actual pump is, now that I think about it. Okay, I think it's right here. I hope that's correct. We will end up seeing if I have to shift it. I love looking through this lava tank because I just imagine the conductors like getting overwhelmed. It's like shh, all the way up, but he is a conductor. He has no feeling nor pain, and that's lovely. Mainly I'm here just to double check if I can get some lava in here. Which, man, it really doesn't need to stay in here a full minute, but I think I'm gonna keep it, maybe drop it down to 30 seconds on both the lava drop-off and the lava pickup. because I do not have a very large tank in here, and I don't think I need it. I could maybe expand it, but to be completely honest, I'm tired of taking this train apart and putting it back together. So let's see if this lava drains. Are you working, or is it too close? That's still not working. Did I not put it in the right place? I'm gonna be sad if I didn't. Maybe I need to move the pump back? I kind of doubt it. There we go. Now we're getting it in there. Well, there we are. Everything is working so far that I see. So now the next view, everything is not working. What's our problem down here? Now our sugarcane is messed up. Let's see what's happening there. No sugarcane in there. The belts are not messing up, and we have 43 sugar. Ah, it's because I have it set. Let's do that. There we go. Yes, I need casings to wrap everything up, and then after that, we're going to have lights in here. And I plan on actually making something very cute, very cozy, and also figuring out what I want to do with this area. There we go. Everything's encased. This is kind of an open air area. Same thing up here. I did leave this portion because I quite like it. Now you guys, I think I'm going to go with a bunch of glass. Should do it. That is a lot of chickens in one area. I feel bad for them. I really do, but I'm not sure exactly what to do about it right now. So we can figure that out. Maybe if I expanded their enclosure to over here, but then I wouldn't have all my eggs kind of concentrated over that portion. So we will figure it out later. For now, what's your problem? Are you hitting the ceiling? Is that the issue? Yes. If you aim the wrench at these, you can see kind of where that travel path is. Good to know. I wonder why the weighted ejectors eject things so very high. Either which way, let's get some iron bars and block us off from being able to fall into the holes. Or well, other people. We kind of just go over iron bars pretty quickly, but that's all right. There we go. Much better. The more I look at it, the more I think I'm going to encase these portions. There we go. I do want those to look better coming out from the building like that, so what we're going to do is probably make a bit of an arch. So, let's grab some stairs. Let's grab some deep slate stairs. Oh yes, I like that a lot more. That's much nicer. It looks a little like a crane, and I am just into it. Amazing. Well, that is all we have time for today. Thank you for joining me. And remember, if you like what you're seeing and hearing, please like and subscribe. Also, I love hearing from you guys in the comments, so feel free to comment anytime you like. Next time, we are going to go and make sure this factory is lit, clean up those water wheels and make this area very beautiful, and start on our first full create automation. We got a little bit of iron automation in Urnshire, but I need more. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.